Usidhani ni tajiri, hiyo ni mali ya umma, wameiba toka kwetu.
Luhya unity is on the cards. Natembeya, Osotsi and Edwin Sifuna met to discuss the unity of Luhya leaders. Remember, Natembeya is the deputy party leader of DAP Kenya. DAP Kenya has been having problems because the party leader of DAP Kenya is not as popular and influential as the deputy party leader. So hii inaleta shida. Mdogo ako more popular, ako more influential on the ground than the party leader. Party leader haizi achilia chama yake. So that is becoming contentious in DAP party. Remember, there's a new boy in town, a new party in town called People Renaissance Movement. And People Renaissance Movement was launched 2 days after the meeting between George Natembeya, Godfrey Osotsi and Edwin Sifuna. Edwin Sifuna and Godfrey Osotsi are members of Linda Mwananchi, and they are affiliated to People Renaissance Movement, which is being funded by Carol Omondi, who is also a member of Linda Mwananchi. Can it be that these two guys, Edwin Sifuna and Godfrey Osotsi, they were luring George Natembeya from DAP to People Renaissance Movement, or Linda Mwananchi in quotes? Because remember, UDA has already poached Ayub Savula, who was a deputy party leader of DAP Kenya. Deputy party leader of DAP Kenya, Ayub Savula, alitoka DAP akaenda UDA. Viewers, welcome to One Bold Brain. My name is Homer Brand. Remember to subscribe, like and share. This is the heartbeat of political analysis. Usahau kufinya subscribe button, like and share, so that other people may get our videos and so that you may also support us. Viewers, something interesting is developing in the Luhya unity deal or organization. Just yesterday, Bumula MP was removed from the Public Investment Committee. Walisema yeye anapewa hongo. But we all know that Parliament, every MP wanapewa hongo, most of them. So it's not a big issue. And for him, he was removed before he can even be heard. So I just want to read for you something here. He was removed even before he was heard. So something suspicious is happening. There is a rumor that Bumula MP was working to craft this unity deal that was going to happen. So he was among the people who were crafting this unity deal. So there's a unity deal being crafted for the Luhya nation, because the Luhya nation is tired of Mudavadi and Wetangula kind of politics. Mudavadi and Wetangula kind of politics ni ile politics yenye leaders wanaenda wanajitafutia, wanakula na wanabagain on behalf of the community. So the community has not benefited anything from Mudavadi and Wetangula holding the most senior position in the country. And that is very unfortunate, because Luhyas have not really seen development. Luhyas have not really seen opportunities in the public service as other communities who have their leaders in the bigger positions in this country. So there is an agreement, there is a discussion happening with the leaders in Luhya region. Remember, in Bungoma, they are trying to unite behind Edwin Sifuna. They want Edwin Sifuna to be the leader. Since Edwin Sifuna has high chances of getting the presidency or deputy presidency, the leaders in Western region would like to unite around him so that he can have a chance of going for the presidency in 2027. So, can it be that this is what Natembeya, Sifuna and Osotsi were meeting about? Osotsi and Sifuna were trying to poach Natembeya to the People Renaissance Movement and to tell him that he comes there, is assured he will have his position and he can be able to support Sifuna for whatever position Sifuna is going for. Because as you all know, for you to start any journey, you must start from home. So I think Sifuna is doing his homework and he wants Natembeya to be part of his come next year, which is 2027. And that's why when I look at what has developed since the meeting that happened, now the launch of People Renaissance Movement, which is being funded by Carol Omondi, who is a member of Linda Mwananchi and is a friend to Sifuna and Osotsi. And now we are hearing that the James Jack Wamboka is being removed in his position because he received some bribes which have not been differentiated. Ama japilekwa, evidence ijaletwa, and it has not been Yani ni kama hajapatikana na makosa, ametolewa bila investigation ijafanywa, kila kitu ijafanywa, akatolewa. So that brings a lot of question about what is really happening. It seems that there is some alliance that is forming behind the scenes. DAP Kenya has a problem in this scenario because DAP Kenya has a party leader who is not popular, has a party leader who is not vying for anything. You remember, if you are a party leader and you're not vying for a position, then that means your position becomes a weaker position. That's why Natembeya was able to triumph over him, because Natembeya is on the ground. Natembeya is doing a lot. If you want to know, DAP Kenya is a joke. DAP Kenya had a chance to take over Western region, but you come to areas like Busia County, Vihiga County. I think Vihiga, they have 1 or 2 MPs, but in Busia County they do not have real roots, and they should be taking up this space that ODM is now currently losing. But instead of them taking up this space, they are leaving this space for UDA. Therefore, there is a chance for a new party to come in and take this space, because some other people do not want the government, so they will not support government, pro-government leaders. So there's a need for a new party that will be strong, that will have strong leaders who will champion for the people agenda. So that's why People Renaissance Movement, if it's affiliated to Carol Omondi, who is affiliated to Edwin Sifuna Osotsi, then there's a high chances that these two guys came to poach Natembeya to their side. I don't know if it will happen, but even if it does not happen, then that means that Osotsi and Sifuna were quoting Natembeya to support Sifuna in the coming 2027 election, so that Sifuna akisema anaendea presidency, then Natembeya can be with him on the bargaining table as one of the Luhya leaders, because he's showing that he's one of the strong Luhya leaders who is really fighting the government and who is really fighting for the decency of the Luhya people. And I'm really proud of him for what he's doing, because he's really saying the truth, because what he's saying is what is really happening. People from Western have been neglected for a lot of time. Most developments are not being done in Western Kenya. Leaders just come when they want votes. Once they get votes, they go back to Nairobi and they forget even the things they promised the people of Luhya region and Luhya community. So I think that if Sifuna can be able to poach Natembeya to the People Renaissance Movement or Linda Mwananchi, then that means that Linda Mwananchi is going to have an upper hand in the Luhya politics. And remember, if Sifuna can be able to lock out Ruto from Luhya land, then that means that the chances of William Ruto becoming the president of Kenya will continue to dwindle. Viewers, I don't know what's your take on this. I want you to leave a comment and tell me what you think. But for me, I think that Osotsi and Sifuna were going to court Natembeya to come to the People Renaissance Movement or Linda Mwananchi, so that they can be in the same group and they can offer him maybe what DAP Kenya is not offering him, and also they can sort his leadership, because he's a senior to them. They can sort his leadership and they can bring him in to give them expertise on how they can unite the Luhya nation. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. Do not forget to subscribe, like and share, finger the notification button, so that whenever we post a video, you can be able to get it all day, all night.